Yet another way to create an object is with the object.create method. Using object.create creates a new object, but it uses another object as its prototype. Hey, what do I mean? We will not be getting into prototypes now because I want us to keep focused. We're going to have a whole section, a bonus section on prototypes, and I'm going to be taking you through it. But just in case you've got the itch, you can think of a prototype as an object from which other objects can borrow properties and methods they need. I just want to quickly show you what a prototype is before we move on, because otherwise I know, it's like me, I'm going to be itching, not understanding, and I'm going to want to know. So I thought, let me just quickly show you. So let's create a constructor function, and let's call it person. And let's just say this name equals Wally. And remember the second step to a constructor function? That's right, we define a new variable and we instantiate that object. So let's create a user and let's say that equals new person. So look at this. User name is Wally. We know that because it's used the constructor function that's already set it up for it. But if I just log user to the screen, look what we get. We get this person object with a property, value, name, value pair. Makes sense. But if I open up this object, check this, we get a proto property. And if I open that up, we get a constructor function that points to this person object that we've defined. That is our constructor function. And then it's got this other proto property. That's what I mean by prototypes. This object user has inherited certain methods and properties because we've defined a constructor function. Don't get too confused yet. Like I said, we're going to have a whole bonus section. Just wanted to quickly show you kind of what I mean when we're talking about prototypes. Let's get back into the lecture. The cool thing with object.create is that you can create an object without having to define a constructor function. This means you don't need the new keyword. So how do we create it? Well, it takes two arguments. It takes a prototype argument, which is mandatory. We have to put in something because you have to tell your newly created object where to inherit its prototype from. And the second argument is optional, where you can define properties. Let's have a look at a few examples.